Halo, selamat datang lagi di Tales of Arise. Kita lanjut di kota Indonesia. Jadi kemarin penasaran nih, kok bisa ya Indonesia ini kota yang dikuasai oleh Rena, tapi bisa sejahtera, bisa harmonis kayak begini nih. Dikuasai oleh Lord Dohalim, tapi bisa akur antara Renan sama Dahna. Nah, sebelumnya kita masuk ke sini dulu, kita kelarin lah side mission ke training groundnya dulu nih. Penasaran nih kenapa sih si Lord Dohalim siapa sih? Siapa sih dia? Kenapa dia bikin kerajaannya tuh seperti ini gitu?
So these are the training grounds. The atmosphere here feels different compared to the rest of Vicent.
It's just a nicer name for a place where people go to fight.
So, it's still a good way for us to test our strength. Stop sweating the small stuff.
Jadi kayak kita bisa ngelawan musuh. Ada kayak turnamen mungkin ya. If you're looking for a place to take your training to the next level, you've come to the right place. We embrace anybody who walks through our doors. As long as you improve yourself, you'll always have a place to. I can already tell you from looking at you all that you don't want to simply improve either. You want to be the best at what you do, am I right? Then Sir Pride and throw down the gauntlet. We'll be more than happy to put you through your paces. Wow, solo battle, group battle. Coba kita lihat dulu explanationnya. Oke, kita bisa di training ground kita bisa belajar solo atau in group. Kadang-kadang ada rule tertentu. Difficulty-nya bisa di fix normal, dan item nggak diperbolehkan. Kalau selesai pertama kali selesai nanti bisa dapat reward. Oke, ada special rules. Oke lah, nanti ada special rulesnya macam-macam gitu ya. Ada damage inflicted after enemies are down by the boost attack, bla 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 lainnya gitu ya. Coba langsung ke solo battle. Solo battle kita pakai Alphen. Wow, ada novice, ada advance, ada Alphen training. Ada recommended levelnya. Level 21 si Alphen, jadi ini level 20 aja si Alphen training dulu nih. Apa ini? Adalah langsung aja deh. Yuk. Our training begins at step 1. Those who are brave enough to take it will find greater heights awaiting them. Now let's get you on the path to training. Oh, Menancia armored explosive.
No choice. You got spirit. Go to hell. Megasonic thrust. I'm not done. You're fit. I won't show you any mercy. Here I come.
51 damage-nya.
Here I come. It's on.
Aduh, kena.
Not today. Damn it. Megasonic thrust.
Di down dulu musuhnya baru dia bisa damage.
Lightning thrust. Be still.
Cara nge-break-nya mesti pakai jurus. Aduh, kena. Sial. Nah,
Lightning thrust. Raining blast.
ya kena.
No escape. You're mine. Flew away. Damn, this one's all mine.
Wow, masih ada lanjut lagi.
You're mine. Ignite. Flew away. Take it. It's over. Megasonic thrust.
Oh, berapa musuh ya?
Flew away. Pierce. Slow him down. Go to hell. Megasonic thrust. Raining. Try harder. My turn. My turn. Flew away. This one's all mine. Burn.
Jauhan. Kena 2 kali.
I'm not done. You're finished. Flew away. Here I come. Fall back. Pierce. Engage. Megasonic thrust. It's over. Fire and lightning thrust.
Oh, udah selesai. Yes. Yuh, sekarat. Nice work as soon as I saw you win. I squeezed my hands so tight I crushed this rock as I was held to dust. That's something like a good hard fight on this here training grounds, even if it's over before you know it. If I'm not mistaken, that's your first victory here. Well, to celebrate your immense strength, I offer you this special prize. Use it to motivate you to attain even greater heights than before. Dapat sage. Up. Kalau targetnya di bawah 2 menit kayaknya nih bisa dapat lemon gel. Berikutnya yang lain-lain masih terlalu susah. Coba group battle baru cuma ini doang nih yang bisa. Small cash prize. Journey has only begun. You've got a long hard road ahead, but trust me, all of that experience will inevitably pay off in the end. Take everything you say and learn and use it for to better yourself, bla bla bla, ya gitulah.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Itu baru
Hey, when did I get so popular? Flying freak! Just sit still!
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Already on!
It's over!
Do it!
Now I'm in the groove!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now! Here!
apa lagi? Ada
I'll end you! That's my cue!
Now you see what I can do!
Shut him down!
Leon, astral energy! Full throttle!
Now!
Into the shadows!
musuh.
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Take it! I never miss! Quiver dragon! Do it!
Here I fall! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! This one's all mine! Here! I'm on it! Hurricane! Do it!
Wah, masih ada lagi.
Seize the wind!
Masuk lah. Oh,
Here!
No more playing nice!
Flew away!
wow, posisional.
You make quick work of us! Want me to take a big slump then? Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more punching.
Aduh, aduh, aduh.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
On. Please, heal dong.
Will this help?
Here I come!
Swallow dance! Healing circle!
Thanks!
Take care of this! Did you just tell me? Yes. We need you, remember?
Raining slash!
Bisa pakai item. Ciona meninggal.
We did it! Now! You're my apple! Take this! Megasonic thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Not a chance! I'm on! Megasonic thrust!
Wow.
Megasonic thrust!
Now you see what I can do!
Raining slash! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Selesai. It was great. I was so happy to see you win. I accidentally flattened my chair. Lebay banget sih dia. It's not every day you see such immense refined talent on display. Trust me. If I'm not mistaken, that's your first victory. Oke, bla bla bla. Silver dog tag. Oke, cuma itu doang. Novice, recommended levelnya 30. Bye. Lanjut ke mana nih? Udah kita aja travel. Lanjut ke castle-nya sebelum si castle, kalau nggak salah di sebelah atas itu ada tempat.
We've reached our destination.
Sini masih belum pernah dikunjungin, masih belum pernah dilewati.
Looks like Danans are working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
Worry, oh itu tempat itu mining. Kenapa nih? Jaga. Oh, healing boot. Pasar Patra area is dangerous. Oke. Sedikit baru. Earth Lord tadi kalau nggak salah.
So, do any of you know anything about Lord Dohalim?
I think I remember hearing something back in Sislodan about how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
I don't know the details, but from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something? I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Eldimenencia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
Dohalim, Raja Earth, elemen Earth. Dia pakai kalau bertarung lawan pakai tongkat dan mungkin dia nggak punya jurus Earth ya, karena si Indonesia itu tanah yang benar-benar kan mengeluarkan asal energi elemen Earth. Tapi belum nggak ada informasi yang
Stay
banyak.
sharp. We're going in.
Nggak ada informasi yang banyak mengenai si Dohalim.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I need something to eat.
Nanti tadi kerjanya si pekerja dayanan beli food crystal. Pekerja dayanan ini nah, kok itu di situ kuning-kuning. City consistent look around for some. Oke. Kan pekerja tadi ada yang sakit disuruh ya,
Everybody seems so
istirahat.
happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
Bahkan pekerja-pekerjanya happy di sini kelihatannya. Dan plannya itu prajurit Renanya melindungi mereka daripada bang ngatur-ngatur atau bahkan jadi nggak mandor gitu ya.
Halt!
Oh, siapa nih?
I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldimenencia Guard.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Dahna.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldimenencia has Danans protecting him?
In this country, Danan guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed, he awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danan laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danan medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap. Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say. Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
Kisara, si Dohalimnya udah tahu tentang keberadaan si apa Karena datang ngapain cerita kalau Dohali pengen lihat dia nih, pengen
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
well, dia curiga kalau ternyata itu bisa-bisa ini adalah sebuah jebakan. Tetap aja kita harus tetap datang ke sana. Si
I guess
Dohali
that towering structure at the center is the palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
Kisara ini kepala prajurit dari ini Indonesia. Dan kalau lihat dari itunya ya, dari filmnya atau movie-nya dari yang kita lihat sebelumnya, si Kisara itu adalah salah satu orang party member yang bisa kita pakai untuk main. Naik ke atas, kita lihat dulu, nonton skitnya.
I just don't get it. The Dahnans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
Realnya masih belum percaya, gitu. Masih belum ngerti. Padahal kan si Dan itu udah menderita 30 tahun, tapi kok Danan itu bisa percaya sama Dohalim? Nggak ngerti gitu, kok bisa sih? Satu lagi nih, ada lagi skitnya, kita tonton.
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a Renan for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dahna at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Dahnans who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
Saya kira Kisara ini itu ditipu oleh Dohalim, tapi si Kisara itu kelihatan loyal kan? Kelihatan loyal kepada Dohalim. Masih belum percaya, masih aduh ini jangan-jangan ditipunya dia gitu. Ya jadi si Alphennya bilang ya kita nggak tahu sampai kita ketemu dengan Dohalim, antara benar-benar percaya atau ya udah terpaksa gitu.
Hey!
You again, after we parted ways, an urgent petition from the citizenry came in. Lord Dohalim is currently busy responding to it. As such, I must ask you to wait until he finishes his business. Once preparations are complete, I'll lead the way. Si Dohalim lagi sibuk ngurusin urusan kenegaraan. Kita disuruh tunggu. Oh, udah masuk. Ternyata kita
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Your guest, my lord.
Thank you, Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are,
Then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menancia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword, I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.
Sure. Extreme mobility is your over limit increase airman. Corruption boleh juga nih. Oke. Si Dohalim ini tadi bilang kalau misalkan kayak kan dia udah ngebebaskan rakyat
It
di
pains me to
Indonesia.
see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. Two wasted opportunities.
Why did you set the Dahnans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people. The fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Dahnans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Only in the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renan-Dahnan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the Dahnans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Dahnans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menancia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign. Stop this! Please, it's over! Stop!
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Danans, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim? Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menancia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got?
Don't you think you're being a little too relaxed? They could strike at any moment.
If they were going to attack us, they would have done it already.
Itu memusnahkan, menghilangkan sistem kelas yang udah nggak ada lagi. Kelas kayak Dahna, Dahna, makan luas benar. Lihat-lihat dinding-dinding. Jadi dengan menghilangkan kelas itu dia bisa ini ya, achieve apa namanya nih, kesetaraan gitu. Biarpun masih ada Rena dan masih ada ya alias Rena, Dahna, ini kelas-kelas yang kayak misalkan Dahna itu lebih rendah daripada atas. Tujuannya si Dohalim itu cuman harmonis aja gitu, mau peace. Ini banyak banget, tinggal sama semuanya deh. F nah, office nggak ada apa-apa, dining hall, noble room, guard room, room. Coba sih treasury, coba iseng ke treasury. Siapa tuh ada barang, ada harta. Cuma si tujuannya ini kan, tujuan Alpha dan kawan-kawan itu ya memberantas semua lord itu kan, semua penguasa gitu. Cuman kalau si Dohalim ini dia udah nggak menjadi ancaman lagi nih sama buat Dahna, karena dia udah memperlakukan ya, sistem ini demi keharmonisan gitu ya, demi peace. Dikunci tempatnya Lord itu, berarti tempat dua hal ini dikunci. Kalau misalkan di Alfred dan kawan-kawannya berusaha untuk mengganggu atau merusak kedamaian ini, ya si Tuhan itu nggak akan berhenti, nggak akan diem, akan melawan mereka. Di bayangan mereka kan Alfred dan kawan-kawan itu, Rena Lord itu tuh kejam gitu. Mereka kejam supaya mereka bisa mendapatkan astral energy yang bisa diperoleh dari Dahna doang. Nah, ada caranya dapetin itu tuh ya dengan cara diperas lah ya, diperbudak gitu. Tapi ini malah si Dohali malah dia nggak ngikut, dia nggak peduli dengan yang namanya si itu, nggak peduli dengan yang namanya apa, nggak peduli lomba itulah, kontes supaya dapat menjadi nomor satu. Ini ada infamous alias, kita lihat nih skit.
So you're the blazing sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
Blazing Sword of Calaglia, itulah julukannya si Alphen sekarang. Orang-orang bahkan sampai tahu si Alphen ini. Si Well khawatir. Ada
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace. His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Si Alphen tadi khawatir gitu ya, namanya dia dikenal Blazing Sword of Calaglia. Rinwell bilang kalau katanya itu si Lom bilang itu kayak keren, tapi si Rinwell ya nggak sekeren itu juga. Itu malah kerusakan karena orang-orang jadi tahu kalau si Alphen itu akan datang ke tempatnya mereka nih, ke negara mereka. Nah, cuman si Alphen itu khawatir dia itu kayak seseorang yang berubah dan bukan begininya dia gitu loh. Susah digambarin sih gitu. Skit baru nih, apa ya?
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Dahnans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cislodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renans. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cislodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
An Elder Menancia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Danans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache.
Well, masih berpikir kalau Renan di sini tuh masih slave. Mereka kerja untuk Renan, biarpun mereka dikompensasi ya, gitu atau apapun itu. Berubah jadi Kisara sama Dohalim. Padahal di Caligula sama di sana Sislodia itu perlakuannya beda banget, jauh dan beda daripada Indonesia. Tahu ya, karena punya kebebasan, mereka dikasih makan sedikit, rasa adanya, terus mereka juga budak, terus juga tempat tidur mereka juga kurang layak lah ya. Masih ada sedikit baru lagi.
So that was Lord Dohalim, huh? He sure is something. Definitely not like the other lords we've met up until now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Shion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
The food was pretty damn good, too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renan lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicent seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
Kondisinya ini membingungkan mereka ya, karena kondisi Vicent ini harmonis, damai dan kawan-kawan itu beda daripada kedua kota sebelumnya. Makanya mereka bingung apa yang harus dilakukan.
Welcome, fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect you. It is an honor for you to stay with us. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
This is better than I expected. The room. It's nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is pretty nice.
You okay, La? You're a million miles away.
Nah, it's weird. I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it. Maybe it's something about this place.
You're just tired. I'm feeling pretty sluggish myself.
You too?
Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow morning and see where things go from there. Sound good?
Sure, but keep an eye out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is.
Juga, tapi lanjut besok karena mau tidur dulu, capek sih.
Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
I wonder why we felt so out of it. You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
If they were making an attempt on our lives, we'd know it by now. Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Come to think of it, you didn't eat anything at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, I made myself something later.
You missed out. That was some mighty fancy grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to poison me too? Are you crazy?
What's the big deal? Shion ate it too, remember? And we both tried the same stuff.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Danans,
That's enough, Rinwell.
A cat? Where'd it come from?
There's something on its collar. Hold on a sec.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Kucing, ikuti kucing black cat di depan situ ya. Silonya semalam ngantuk banget, kayak berasa aneh. Kucing hitam.
There it is!
Stay close. We're gonna lose it.
What's gotten into you, Law?
This might be the lead we've been waiting for.
Seriously?
Yeah. Some people train animals to act as messengers. They don't attract attention, see?
And you think that someone might be using that cat? To reach out and send us a message or something?
I could be wrong, but it's possible.
I'm impressed. I would never have thought of that.
I should know. We used to use them in Sislodia.
She's so adorable.
You say something?
Skip. Coba kita nonton skitnya dulu.
So, that black cat, do you think it works for someone?
I'm sure it does. It wouldn't try to lead us around like that if somebody didn't train it to.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one myself. If I did, it'd probably try to eat poor Hoodle.
I wonder who they are, though. I doubt this is Dohalim's work.
Yeah, he has no reason to do this. Although we can't rule out that it might be one of his lackeys either.
You think one of his subordinates is up to something?
That Dohalim guy is a pretty unusual character for a Renan, let alone for a lord. It's hard for me to imagine that they all agree with what he's doing. Maybe one of them plucked up the courage to go rogue.
Well, let's head further in. I'd like to figure out at least one of the mysteries of this place.
Kita ikutin. Kemungkinan akan menunjukkan ke sesuatu tempat gitu, atau suatu misteri. Pun sebenarnya masih belum tentu benar. Ya. Karena mereka masih bingung nih, masih penasaran dengan Dohalim.
Where do you think it's trying to lead us?
Who knows? We should hurry. We don't want to lose it.
Whoever came up with this is pretty damn clever.
Yeah, it just looks like an ordinary cute cat.
Kita masuk ke sini nih, ke tempatnya tadi sebelumnya dijaga. Tempat.
We lost
Belum
sight of
gabut.
the cat.
After the chase it's led us on, there's gotta be something up ahead.
Let's go farther in.
Lane Woods. Nah, ini di tempat yang tadi dijaga, tapi udah kebuka. Kenapa kebuka ya? Nggak ada penjaganya lagi. Ada skit. Kita coba tonton.
I get that underground forests aren't exactly something you see every day. I really could have done without any Zoogles running around.
You said it. I get the city up top surrounded by castle walls, but now I won't be able to sleep easy knowing they're lurking underneath.
You have nothing to fear. Zoogles work for the Renans. There might be strays out here, but the other Zoogles won't let them get close.
Using Zoogles to keep watch over their own kind, huh? That would explain why we're not seeing any guards.
Yeah, which makes it that much easier for someone to hide around here too.
Di sebelah kota ini ada underground forest yang isinya ada Zoogles, tapi nggak perlu khawatir katanya gitu ya, karena Zoogles di sini yang biarpun Zoogles liar akan dihalangin oleh Zooglesnya dari si Rena. Karena Rena di sini kan Zooglesnya bertujuan untuk menghalangi, bisa dikontrol gitu ya. Bisa dikontrol supaya Zoogles yang liar itu nggak akan nyerang masuk ke dalam kota. Skit baru.
Ah! Sorry, Shion. My foot slipped. Are you all right?
I should be asking you. What am I saying? Of course you're okay. It's easy to forget sometimes. If anybody else had been in your place, they'd be howling right about now.
Huh? Oh, right. You mean your thorns. Yeah, I'm, no worse for wear over here. Again, sorry for brushing you like that without warning.
Well, just be careful. Hey, Alphen? Forget it. It's nothing. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, okay.
What's with those two?
Nah, kepleset terus nyentuh Sion kesetrum ya. Nah, terus Sion pengen ngomong sesuatu tapi nggak jadi. Boom, mereka.
Out of our way! You're mine! We're on the top field! It's over!
Whatever you do, just stay away from the force! Don't mind if I do!
Aduh.
Magnify and red! Raging cascade!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Shining supernova!
Megasonic thrust! Raining slash!
Easy peasy, ha hoodle.
Ternyata luas juga. Wow. Lawannya kan ngantuk ya, semalam ngantuk banget. Terus dia curiga, si Rinwella curiga kalau makanan yang kasih makan sama Dohalim itu ada sesuatu ya. Tapi padahal si Sion itu kan nggak ini ya, si Sion makan juga tapi dia nggak ikut ngantuk atau lemes malam. Si Rinwell curiga itu makanannya efektif buat Dahna tapi nggak kerenan ya, curiga gitulah ya.
No backing down! Megasonic thrust! Burn it out!
I never miss!
You're mine!
Powered hurricane!
Ya, mati.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you? Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep
Si
away from her.
Rinwell belajar skill
This
baru.
should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Mandi. Oh, lampu. Keren, ada sesuatu yang bisa kita pencet. Si Rinwell dapat jurus baru. Coba. Udah ganti belum? Asal pencet. Rinwell tadi dapat belajar baru Tempest Weird World. Skill panel. Si Owl Smack 80%, baik banget 80%. Dan berapa juga si Owlnya itu ada di sini. Novice Solo Training Grounds clear. Novice tadi butuh level 25 ya. Nah, nanti aja deh.
The reason the trees around here are so big is because of astral energy, right?
It's possible, but give them enough time and trees can get pretty big on their own without any extra help.
Pohon-pohon di sini gede karena mungkin bisa karena bantuan astral energy atau ya dibiarin aja. Biarin aja juga bisa tumbuh gede kok. Baru Tempest Ball. Tuh.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Tanaman, bunga-bungaan, small.
Get lost! Armor won't save you! Sword Ring Alpha! Raining Slash!
Raging Storm!
Eagle Fly! This one's gonna be tough!
Razor Cyclone!
It's over! I'm on it!
Annihilation!
Freaking does it!
You made quick work. Want me to pick up your slack then? Just pointing it out.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over.
Stop memorizing my move.
Ah, ada item. Terus, yep, sini mentok. Jadi kita kesana biar ada item dulu.
No choice!
Raging Cascade!
If it's in the sky, it's leaving out. Up and in, let's go! Raging cascade!
Be careful, everyone.
In here!
This one isn't normal.
Not on my watch! I'm on a roll!
Swallow dance.
Your power is a spectacle to behold. I'm not trying to be dramatic with it. Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it. Do it! One last one! Lightning! Leave the enemy's arc to me.
Aduh.
Raging cascade! With this, I can become even stronger.
2000 gold. Oke, sama persen sama. Naik ke atas. Ada apa ya di forest ini? Dan ini si kucingnya ngarahin kita ke forest. Gak ada sesuatu kah? Ada rahasia kah? Si mereka tuh berharap, si Alvan dan kawan-kawan berharap bisa ketemu dengan ada sesuatu yang bisa menjelaskan misteri dari ya negeri inilah, si Indonesia ini. Mereka masih belum percaya kalau ini tuh naik gitu. Masih berpikir ya mereka masih jadi slave, si Dahna tuh masih jadi slave, masih kerja sama Rena. Level, oh, duduk ke sana. Yap, kita ke sana dulu
Phew, what a rush.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Here goes. I'll be saving this one. Crossblade. Here goes.
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
I'll make some astral energy.
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
All in a
Kecil.
day's work.
ya. Orange gel-nya udah penuh. Bill akan mubazir. Ayo, naik tangga ke atas juga nih. Enggak, ada tangga sedikit. Lagi ke atas. Sarah sama
Careful.
Dohali.
Don't want to fall here.
Yeah, I doubt anyone would hear if we even called for help.
I don't think people flattened into pancakes can call for help anyway. Little help. Sealed.
Come one, come all.
Armor won't save you!
This'll cut your maybe.
Swallow dance.
Where are you going? They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Ah.
What if they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the sun.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Tempest Toss!
Teman Sarah itu
I can
akan
feel my precision improving.
member kita. Apa nih? Topas Glow.
I found some equipment.
Si Well. Topas Glow.
Let me take a look at it.
Si Sarah ini kan loyal ya sama Dohalin. Si nanti kita berdua akan langsung gabung nih ke party. Ceritanya kayak gimana nih? Soalnya kan kalau misalkan yang si Lo sama Rinwell itu jelas lah mereka ada tujuannya. Tujuannya mau mengalahkan Lord yang lain. Tapi kalau si Dohalin sama Kisara mereka udah ya sahabat si Dohalin udah tenang gitu di sini. Udah ada ayam di sini. Ya buat apa juga mereka ngikut ke lawan Lord lain, ngikut si Alvan.
It'll be be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Forest Rope. Terusnya Air. Oh. Oh. Dua jurus baru.
Thousand and the others truly are strong. What about me? Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Don't mind if I do. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Here goes. There's
Kita lihat Alron dapat jurus baru. Apa itu? Oh, ini Hurricane Thrust. Coba kita ganti.
more where that came from.
Lavender. Dilo juga dapat jurus baru. Kita lihat nanti
Gotta break through. You're mine. Ignite.
I never miss.
Storm. You're mine. Mirage. Here I come. I'll take you all on.
Lost. Demons descend.
Flashing fang.
Easy. Way to go.
Au. Tuh. Angin. Tusuk.
So those are Dan and Astral Arts. Huh. This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Kalau Silau, kita coba jurusnya Silau. Talent Hurricane, Tectonic Punch, Spike Blast. Ada baru si Dragon Shot. Spike Blastnya kita ganti jadi apa ya? Whirling Snap. Sini Death Blossom. Lumayan luas. Lumayan jauh.
Go no further.
Ow!
Healing circle.
Tear you apart. Anything in order is all mine.
Lightning orb. Lightning condensed. Who wants to die next?
Dragon Flare. Sonic Death Blossom.
Eat this. Lunar corruption. Raging storm.
Looks like we won.
Silo itu banyak yang ini ya, banyak combo. Jadi sekali pakai dia harus selesai gitu. Kayak tendang, pukul, terus combo berapa kali.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
In here.
I can carve through armor.
Lunar corruption. Sleep now. More where that came from. Air thrust is mine. Bullseye.
Dragon Swarm.
Healing circle.
Hold nothing back. I owe you one.
Raging storm. I'm like burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Raging storm. Strong freeze blaster. Here's another. We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Serang terus pakai angin.
Really do it. Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself. Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys...
No backing down!
Glacial sleep now. Here's the evil. This is coming handy. Here's the blah, blah, blah. Sleep now.
Aduh, Silo.
Coming handy. First aid. Raging cascade. Mega red.
Finish it.
Law.
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go. Annihilation. Mega red. In the wind. Air thrust. Here goes.
Swallow dance.
Setting on hero. Here goes.
It's over.
pork.
this doing here?
Pork yang terjatuh di tengah hutan gini aja ya. Oke, sini dulu. Ada musuh lagi dan ada harta di sana.
Little help!
Yok.
Coming through! Reload! Where are you going? Airdrop!
Nah, hajar terus.
Helping! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Langsung mati semua. Yes.
I still got a ways to go.
Opal. Opal. Apa ya opal? Wind Earth damage 50% minus.
Equipment should come in handy.
Lumayan lah. Buat
Everywhere you look, it's nothing but green, green, and more green.
Just like Calaglia. Rock's rock.
Gotta break through.
opal. Kalau ngelihat musuhnya elemen apel itu gimana ya?
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Take that! Bullseye! Dance in the wind! Where are you going? Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Demon's descent! Flashing fang! So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts.
Merchant di bawah.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Waduh, kayaknya ada boss nih. Ada nge-heal. Oh, ada manage ranch di sini. Oke, udah mature, udah dewasa sih semuanya. Dapat beef, pork, sama chicken. Oke. Coba kita happening aja biar dapat banyak. Asik juga, jadi nggak perlu pakai datang ke range-nya situ ya.
This might go well in that new recipe.
Kita ke range, terus kita ngambil barang-barangnya, repotkan. Apple gel tinggal dikit, makin deh. 10 peach gel, oke masih lumayan banyak. Happy battle. Terus tidak ada bisa.
Can't wait to see what you make.
Weapon, ada yang udah kebuka belum ya? Bisa kebuka. Innocent Lily, Clay Fragment belum ada. Oh, ini udah bisa. Oke. Flare Claw. Oh, pedangnya keren. Innocent Lily masih belum bisa. Nature's Beauty, keindahan nature. Aneh banget buat nama senjata. Oke.
You're the one making it.
Kita akan ketemu bos nih. Si kucingnya itu bagian mana? Ke tengah-tengah forest ini. Apakah tiba-tiba kucingnya berubah jadi gede, jadi monster gitu? Lawan siapa nih? Monster apa nih?
It's crazy. I've never seen anything like these plants before. It's like they're an invasive species. Not that I'm surprised. Calaglia's all dry and Cislodia is...
Watch out!
The hell? Is that a Zoogle?
That thing is huge. Everyone, be careful.
Sugal tanaman gede banget. Waduh. Zakarania.
Why
Gede
can't these
banget.
dumb plants just keep to themselves?
Less whining and more fighting, thanks!
Yeah, I got you.
What? The enemy is over there! Magic! Crossblade! Focus, Ringo. You can't rely on yourself.
Don't be a martyr. You've got to look
Ya, baru bangun.
Thanks.
Jadi berapa? Depan.
We can't get close enough to hit the main body!
Let's start by taking out the tentacles.
Dragon Shell!
I'm going to get lightning. Air Blade. Reload.
You're finished!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Glacial Spear!
Nah, udah.
You're finished!
Here I go. Gravitas Field. Here goes. Air
Dragon
thrust.
Shell!
Healing
Here I
circle.
come! It's over!
Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind.
Dragon Shell!
Glacial in here.
Here I come! You're finished! We did it!
Asalnya
Little ones are hiding with our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm not done!
Dance in the wind. Breeze laser.
Take this!
karena elemen weaknya dia wind, berarti kita bisa pakai severing wind.
It's over! Raining blast! Take this!
Lagi satunya. Dah.
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Tak kalau udah. Berapa ribu lagi?
You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine. Not in your dreams.
Glacial Spear! Here's the
Ribu lagi.
It looks like you got this one covered. Do it.
Wih. Lumayan lah, tapi bosnya nggak sesusah yang sebelum-sebelumnya ya.
Everyone okay?
I'm starting to get that it's a trap feeling again, guys.
We'll just pray you're wrong. Hey, there's that cat.
Looks like it's not done leading us yet.
We won.
Ternyata masih belum selesai lagi nih, masih tetap ngikutin si kucing
I
yang di
hate
sebelah sana.
camping out.
Masih law-nya kenapa nih tadi? Kayaknya sesuatu yang terjadi, atau dia bisa dengar suara sesuatu atau dengar suara hewan.
Should we really be lighting a campfire in the middle of a forest?
You scared of starting a fire? As long as we put it out thoroughly afterwards, we'll be fine. Really, it's a good thing to have a fire here. It'll keep the Zoogles away.
Have you both forgotten what we've come out here to do?
I'll let them relax, Shion. It's good to unwind every now and again.
If you say so.
Oke, before resting, tentu saja. Apa ya? Defense up, elemental attack up. Ya, apple pie. Well, oke lah.
Whoa, that came out perfect.
Mungkin elemental attack. Kita bisa ngobrol sama Shion nih, ada tandanya. Nanti akan ada cutscene.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Shouldn't you be resting?
I wanted to talk with you for a bit.
I don't really want to talk right now.
Right. I'll, stop bothering you then.
I didn't say you were bothering me. Sorry. Don't take it personally. I'm just not used to being around other people, so I don't really know how to chit-chat.
Well, for a start, you let your guard down a little. Hey, here's a thought. What if you tell me about your childhood?
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one. Not to speak of, anyway. Although, I guess I did have one friend.
Who was it?
A really old doll.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I could touch and hold without worrying about my thorns hurting it. I would do things like dress it up or sit it on my lap when I was eating. The two of us were practically inseparable.
Can I ask something?
Is it about the fact that I played with dolls?
No, it isn't. I only wanted to ask who gave you the doll in the first place.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Where is it now?
I had to leave it behind when I left Lenegus. I didn't have a choice. Most likely it's long gone at this point. You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first.
Ya, tentang masa kecilnya Sion. Jadi Sion itu emang kan kanan. Oh, lo growing boy. Oh, ternyata kan dia masak. Kalau masak makanan apapun, bukan dia yang masak, tetap dapat kehitung juga nih. Oke, recover, peng, bolero. Bolehlah belajar ini, peng, bolero. Claiming a bounty. Novice solo training ground. Enemy armored enemy. Sama strike. Sion dulu punya
Ready to head out?
punya temen ya, satu-satunya, karena dia dengan kondisinya dia, kutukannya dia itu, jadi dia nggak punya teman sama sekali dan dia nggak pernah punya pengalaman chit-chat, ngobrol-ngobrol dengan orang-orang. Tapi dia dulu punya teman, yaitu boneka yang tua, dan boneka tua itu
This had better not all be for nothing.
Somehow I doubt it'll be a wasted trip.
Really? Whatever you say, I guess. Let's follow.
boneka tuanya itu yang nemenin dia selalu ke mana-mana aja. Cuman udah hilang gitu karena dia tinggal si Sion itu tinggal di Lenegus. Wow, kita masuk ke gua, ke ruins. Wah, ada Kisara.
You know, for a guard, you're not too good at tailing people. Not to brag, but this kind of thing is my specialty.
So it really is you. When Law told us, I almost didn't believe it.
I'm just surprised you could do two things at once, Law.
What's that supposed to mean?
It looks like somebody needs to be put in their place.
The one time I wanted to resolve things peacefully.
Oh, lawan Kisara.
What the hell? I thought you wanted us to
Wow.
leave.
You'll never make me talk.
Not helpful. In fact, you're pretty damn stubborn, you know that?
Up and out, let's go! Dance in the wind! Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be.
I'm only getting started.
Karena ini damage-nya kuat karena dia pakai tameng ya. Dia harus power damage-nya, defense-nya harus di break pakai si Lawful-nya. Waduh, over limit. Ah, oh mati. Ah, mati si Sion, si rivalnya.
I'll bring you back from death to
Severing wind! Here I come! Megasonic
Tiger blade!
Pakai lagi. Wah, susahnya lawan si ini Sarah karena defense kuat. Au.
Now I can let loose.
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Oke. Iya aja. Ya. Ah, gituin. Bosnya bisa nge-tamengin diri sendiri. Silonya udah penuh.
Don't mind if I do. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Raging Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Raging Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Bebas buat nge-testing magic.
Raging cascade. Raging cascade. I never miss. Piercing roar. Hear me. Raging cascade. Glacial spear. Piercing rubble. Raging. The enemy is going all out. Tiger blade.
Kabur.
Piercing roar. Hurricane. Quiver threat. Lightning. Time to shine.
Masih over limit? Enggak, oh udah enggak. Yuk.
I can carve through Arctic. Burn. Do it.
Oh udah.
Demon's descent. Flashing fang.
Oh udah. Oke, ternyata nggak perlu sampai ngabisin nyawanya.
What's your deal, huh? Did Dohalim put you up to this? You send us away and then come to finish us off? I don't buy it.
I wonder. We came here following a black cat. What reason could you have for tagging along? Certainly not as a spy.
You think she might have business with whoever called us out here?
And even if she did, I highly doubt she was trying to keep us from harm. Am I wrong? Just who was it that led us out here? Answer me.
Are you serious?
Hold your horses. I'm the one who summoned you all here.
Wah, karakter baru. Siapa nih?
Well, maybe not all. Nice of you to drop by, Kisara. It's been a while.
You two know each other?
Hello, brother.
Siapa nih? Kakaknya si Kisara.
So, you're the big heroes who liberated Calaglia and Cislodia, huh? It's an honor to meet you all.
We didn't do it all on our own. We had a lot of support from others along the way.
So, wait. Kisara's your sister?
Yep, that she is. The only family I have left. She was the dreamer of the two of us, full of hope for the future of this realm, for both Danans and Renans alike.
For siblings, you two don't exactly look like you're on the best of terms.
That's because Miguel here is a traitor. Isn't that right? We were in the Guard together. That is, until he was caught plotting to assassinate His Excellency Lord Dohalim. He took off after that.
Is that true?
You still believe that's what happened?
I don't see why I shouldn't.
Even if the truth slapped you in the face, you'd reject it. Same as back then. Heck, even now I'm still working to serve Lord Dohalim.
More lies. You haven't changed.
Before Lord Dohalim came to power, this country was ruled by an oppressive regime. We lost both of our parents to it. Back in those days, there were countless Danan children who had been orphaned by the Renan's tyranny, just like us. So we formed our own families among ourselves and helped each other out, surviving as best we could. And then Lord Dohalim came along. He abolished the oppression that kept us down, and the Danans were treated like people again. Menencia was reborn under his watch, and orphaned children became a thing of the past.
If so, then why did you betray him?
I'm not done talking. I'm sure you know the Renans are trying to harvest astral energy from us Danans.
Yes, Shion here told me that's how they decide their next sovereign.
That's right. There are 5 types of astral energy: earth, water, fire, wind, and light. All of them are contained within every living being.
And that's the excuse they use to enslave us.
You ever wondered what happens to living beings and other matter when they lose all their astral energy?
They just die, or so I thought.
If only. See for yourselves.
What the... Is that metal?
Not metal, but to be honest, your guess is as good as mine. I believe it's... nothing. Matter with no physical form. Just a reminder of what was once there. They call it the hollowing.
The hollowing?
The process itself is invisible to the naked eye, but it makes the impacted area reflective. Once it consumes my whole body, that's it for me. I'm dead.
What? That can't... Miguel, when were you going to...
A sinister plot is unfolding as we speak. One Lord Dohalim is likely none the wiser to. It was blind luck I even found out about it. I tried to warn the man for all the good it did. Take a look at this. It's called the Fruit of Helgen. When a Dahnan eats this fruit, their body enters a heightened state, one that causes them to emit more astral energy than usual.
Hold on. Could this be the reason Alphen and Lao were feeling out of sorts last night after we ate with Dohalim?
Sounds like you've been introduced to these things before. None too surprising either. Most of the realm's food supply contains traces of the fruit.
If that's what we ate, does that mean we'll become hollowed like your hand?
You don't need to worry. You'd have to consume a large amount of the fruit regularly to exhibit any symptoms.
But if that's the case, then why aren't I showing any symptoms? Why would you be inflicted and not me?
If I had to guess, because the guards' meals are free of it. Otherwise, they'd risk Lord Dohalim noticing. I tried to warn him, but all it got me was locked up. They force-fed me the fruit the entire time I was in chains. It's a miracle I made it out. They eventually left me for dead, thinking I would succumb to my condition. But I survived and managed to escape.
So the assassination plot, just a cover-up?
What?
Eventually, I found others like me, and together we founded the Gold Dust Cats. Our mission is to uncover the truth and warn Lord Dohalim. As you can see, though, we haven't gotten very far in that regard. But I'm hoping that's about to change, now you're here.
Which is all thanks to your faithful feline servant.
It was a shot in the dark, but fortunately you recognized her for what she was, and Zare accomplished her mission with flying colors.
So what's our plan of attack, boss?
One of the Lord's routine inspections of the city. It's the only time commoners can talk to him face to face. That's the idea, anyway. His security is bound to be on high alert, but with you lot along, it's the best chance we're going to get to approach him.
All right, we're in. But I have to know, how do you keep going with all you've been through? How have you not given up hope?
Hey, someone has to fight for the future of the Dahnans here.
The future?
Lord Dohalim may be a wonderful person, but in the end, he's still a lord like any other. And lords can be replaced Once the current contest is over, the next Lord of Elba Menancia will take over. Then it'll be back to square one for all of us. That's why it's imperative Lord Dohalim sees the light.
You really believe Dohalim is going to stick his neck out for a Dahnan like you?
Is it so impossible to imagine? Everything begins with a simple leap of faith.
Deal, so you've been working with Miguel all along. You know each other then? Yeah, you could say she and I go way back, though I haven't seen her since we founded the Gold Dust Cats. That's what are you doing in your little gang anyway? Exactly what Miguel told you. We're trying to uncover the truth of the conspiracy plaguing the Menancia and save those caught up in it. It's funny how life turns out, huh? We used to compete for Miguel's attention only for you to get picked out to join him in the guard. I used to really envy you for that. But how the tables have turned, now you're at odds with him and I'm the one who gets to help him out. Everyone has to grow up sometime like that. Maybe so, but that doesn't mean having to turn your back on who you used to be. You've changed, Kisara. I heard about Miguel's plan to assassinate Lord Dohalim, how he ran. When it failed, I searched for him to get answers, but he never showed his face to me. You'd figure if he wasn't guilty, he wouldn't have run away. But he did, and it's because he's a coward who betrayed me and Menancia both. After all that, you expect me to just believe it's all some conspiracy and let bygones be bygones? Kisara, settle down. I understand how confused you must be, how damn wrong. We're doing all this precisely to keep all the team alive. Please trust us on this. You've been saying what sort of shape Miguel's in. He won't say it, but time's running out for him. Can't you put your differences aside and talk to him as siblings again, like you used to, just this once? Right, yeah, sure. I'm sorry, I couldn't talk to you. It's yourself, haven't I? But it must be a lot to take in all at once. You're welcome to rest here for today.
Right.
I think I'll take you up on that. Ada konspirasi di dalamnya ini. Law of Steel. Nah, increase maximum AG. AG-nya si Law aja masih baru 4, sekarang udah nambah 5. Akhirnya. Oke, jadi di sini kita ketemu dengan kakaknya si Kisara, Dahna. Kita ketemu kakaknya Kisara. Terus ternyata dia cerita kalau dulu itu selama masih zamannya Lord yang sebelumnya, sebelum Dohalim itu memang dia tuh tirani ya. Dia tuh tiran. Jadi kejam. Terus setelah si Dohalimnya ini take over, dia ngambil tanah si Menancia, keadaannya jadi membaik. Tapi ternyata di dalam itu ada konspirasi yang si Dohalimnya nggak tahu. Dan konspirasi itu adalah dengan menyerap astral energy sebanyak-banyaknya. Nah, caranya menyerap astral energy itu dengan apa yang nggak bisa diambil? Oh, bisa. Treat. Menyerap astral energinya itu dengan cara memakan buah-buahan. Jadi ada buah-buah yang bisa bikin Dahna itu kayak keserap gitu astral energinya. Makin banyak keserap, makin akan astral energi makin habis. Dan kalau misalkan astral energi makin menipis, kayak si Miguel ini nih, kakaknya si Kisara. Jadi kakak Kisara itu tangan kanannya tuh kayak metal ya, warnanya kayak silver metal gitu. Tapi sebenarnya itu bukan metal, tapi lebih ke kayak lebih hollow. Jadi di baliknya ini semua ada seseorang yang melakukan konspirasi, entah tujuan apa. Makanya si Miguel itu biarpun dulu sebelumnya tuh dikira sebagai pengkhianat, padahal dulu sebelumnya dia berjuang untuk memberitahu si Dohalim. Tapi dia ketahuan di penjara ditahan, terus dikasih makan buah-buahan yang itu, dan akhirnya dilepas, dikira dibiarin lepas gitu, dikira mati, tapi ternyata dia masih bisa hidup, dan dia menjadi seseorang yang berusaha untuk membongkar ini konspirasinya nih, siapa sih ya. Jadi ternyata Indonesia biarpun kondisinya bagus, tentram, damai, di baliknya itu ada konspirasi yang Dohalim nggak tahu. Mungkin ada pihak yang benar-benar jahat pengen menggulingkan si Dohalim mungkin ya. Oke, kita lanjut di part berikutnya. Sampai sini dulu.